roof of an insane asylum for a couple hours, as you've just heard. Can you hear me? Am I too close to the mic?
Closer.
Right here? Yes? All right. Before I can say anything about Carlisle, first I have to step back about 2,500 years to a naked man sitting in a bathtub. In 4th century Athens, there was a philosopher by the name of Diogenes who believed that if you didn't live your life wholly according to your own principles, you didn't follow your own heart, you had nothing. And so he threw the Athenian habits to the wind, stripped off his clothes, and lived in a bathtub on the edge of town. You may think that this is fairly extreme, but what I want to tell you is that from 4th century Greece to the present day, there has been no one more committed to following his heart than Carlisle Tinnin, who I don't see. He's getting beer. Never have I seen anyone more committed to following his heart, to making his own way. When I first met Carlisle at Kalamazoo College, he was a lanky, cigar-chomping, tobacco-chewing Texan who collected opera librettos and watercolors of botanical drawings. I recall the utter chaos of his dorm room, several feet deep, of Latin homework, baseball equipment, the dregs of various beers that had been spilled on the floor and covered with clothes, and of course pieces of various barbecue that was partially eaten, given to friends. You can imagine the horrors. But one only had to spend time with Carlisle to understand that he wasn't a crazy mess, but someone for whom the depth of his enthusiasm for life, in all of its quirkiness, was utmost. The Roman philosopher Cicero once wrote that true friendship is nothing more than an inclination of the heart. To look at Carlisle and Katie and their friends is to know that the heart knows no bounds. Academics, athletics, activists, romantics, idealists, cynics, everyone surrounds you. And it's a credit to you, the diversity of your retinue. As a fellow Latin student, I recall the joy in when I first met you, learning that although your understanding of Latin grammar was perhaps not the best, you knew all of the Roman curses. Every single one. And moreover, you would let them loose in class at the professor. And it was truly wonderful. If something ever struck you as worth doing, you did it unabashedly and with all your heart. But I have to say that my favorite Carlisle story is neither funny nor mischievous. It was right after I graduated from college, or maybe the year before. It was during the summer, and we went to Detroit to go to a Tigers game. It was a warm spring day. We were all in our seats, and there was a gentleman coming up the bleachers towards us, and this was during the game, and he tripped and fell. And no one got up. Everyone stayed in their seats except for Carlisle, who jumped up, ran down the stairs, helped this gentleman up, and helped him to his seat. Then came back and cussed us all out for not helping this man. And Carlisle loves us, right? But he cares about people. And for our sake, for his friends, he was appalled, and he had to set things right. So, thank you, Carlisle.
His mom was very happy with that story.
When I first visited Katie and Carlisle's 2 years ago, before I arrived at the apartment, Carlisle told me in sort of an offhand way that Katie was the one. I hadn't met you yet. And when I got to your apartment, I sort of sat back and sort of in my shy way marveled at how you went back and forth, a potpourri of insults, affectionate bon mots, and practical talk of the evening that you had planned. Just your back and forth was wonderful. And as I always do, I took to perusing your bookshelves and looking at the walls of the apartment. I found evidence of all the old Carlisle habits, the Latin, the baseball, the beer. But also some new things. Your books on literature, Katie, and your snarky graphic novels. Some of them are quite wonderful. And these whimsical figurines and paintings that just brought life and color to the place. And listening to you talk, seeing your belongings side by side on the wall and on the shelves, I realized that I was in the home of two people who wholeheartedly and uniquely completed one another. You matched wits, eccentricities, personalities, and made an even more poetic whole. So I would like to ask all of you to please raise your glasses in toasting Katie and Carlisle. May they forever follow their hearts together.
Thank you. What?